Among every world, among every timeline, among everything you can imagine in different worlds, people are there to guide you through stories, guide you through timelines. Welcome to the Blue Mask What If channel. Hello everybody, this is Blue Mask and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys will enjoy. Let's begin this, sort of thing I want to make. It's not gonna be. I think I'm gonna make it a two-parter or a longer series, but I wanted to do something else that's not in my Belcronell series or My Hero Academia series. So yeah, I wanted to do something new. Probably something special. But my idea for this sort of video comes from a special kind of series that's on the internet and you can easily access. It's the Batman or Wayne Family Adventures sort of online comics I'm going to do here, but a little different. And the other one I got inspired by is a fan fiction about um I was kind of looking for myself into sort of what if Deku was in the Bat family and sort of thing, and I stumbled across a series that has a lot of things that I actually enjoy and actually kind of makes sense to be in. Well, if My Hero Academia does that, that kind of makes sense, but doesn't at the same time. So that is why I'm making this what if. I'm just explaining right now. So yeah. What I'm gonna call this is just an idea, by the way. Don't fucking come with pitchforks and everything else. Um, I don't remember the what if, but it was about how Batman actually has some sort of sidekicks around the world, being fledgling as they're called. They're not Robins or anything else. There's people he has trained that he doesn't want to be Robins. So yeah, they're around the world and everything else. They're called by different hero names. He's only picked up a few over these many years. And this story is about that, but in the Wayne Family Adventures online comic. If you haven't heard about it or read it, I do have a channel you can on YouTube. It called, oh god, Luck Dub Pro- Produral. Oh, Locked Up Production, I think it's called. I will put an image up so you can go check out his channel. He has a fucking good record of doing this sort of series correctly. I have heard of others, but this one is just, I will recommend you this, but if you're a Batman fan and everything else and you don't enjoy it, I don't recommend it. But this video is in the universe of Batman, Batman Wayne Family Adventures and everything else. So I hope you will enjoy this, and yeah, so let's get into it. Alright, so a little info. I will not do every single chapter of, the three characters that I've chosen to be in the Bat family from My Hero Academia. So there will be references or the character is there. I will say that. I will do a few parts up to 50 and to chapter 50, then of my own chapters I will put in as my own. I will put in chapter 1 and then the rest chapters that will come up. So after this, I will explain this first. I will put chapter 1 up and then the next chapter and the next. So you can actually go and hear me first. I will make the whole chapter, by the way. I'll talk about the whole chapter and then you can pause my video, go to whatever you're listening to, and go to that channel I have said you can go to, and watch the rest of the chapters. That's not referencing the others. Then you can when you can see that chapter coming up that I have said a reference or done something else in the chapter will come up and you can see what I have changed. And yeah, and so forth and so on. Some parts will just be references, some other parts will just be the characters be there. And the fourth chapter I have made of my own is, it explains a lot about the family and everything else. So, yeah, I hope you will enjoy. So, let's begin. First chapter, chapter 1. We see a truck in front of a gate, right in. We see. Sorry. We see a truck in front of a gate leading up to something. In front of that truck, we see a young man holding a box. I still can't believe this is happening. Duke Thomas, the signal. He's a young man that is right now moving some stuff into Wayne Manor. Duke was walking up towards the door of Wayne Manor when he meets Bruce Wayne, freaking Batman. Welcome, Duke, to your new home. I hope you will be happy here. Bruce greeted Duke. Bruce greeted Duke at the front of the door with the butler, Alfred. Me and Master Bruce will help the movers in with your items. Why don't you let Master Damien give you a tour? He's very excited about your arrival. In front, when Duke went and looked around, behind Alfred, he sees a young boy with, a staring look at, Duke. Damian Wayne, aka Robin. He doesn't have good people skills. Oh, that's okay. Maybe I can help you guys instead. Nonsense. We have everything under control here. Off you go. Whoa, it's one thing to visit, it's another to realize you'll be living here. Duke and Damien was walking down the hallway towards a picture. Damien turns around and, holds his hand in front of the picture. The family, minus Barbara Gordon, Stephanie Brown, Luke Farks, and Kate Kane, and Kate Kane's. Sorry, I can't pronounce the last part. Father would. Father has been meaning to get the picture updated. We see on the picture that there is a there's a huge picture of Bruce Wayne on the top. But right beside him, in another bigger frame, is a man with long hair, and in a shadowy look is a man with long hair with a sort of scarf around his neck. Once below him, you can see Dick Grayson as well, in his outfit. On in the middle of the picture is, well, damn it, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do my best here. Jason, you can see a picture of Jason Todd in a black silhouette as well, hanging in the frame photo. But right beside him, there's another man. This being a a man with a and messy hair on his, well, in the shadowy picture, with a what he could see, sort of kimono like look as Duke could see. On the next frame down beside that was a woman sorry, the man and the whole description under that was named Isuku Midoriya. The next part was a woman like figure, the same as Isuku Midoriya's picture, but a sort of kimono like thing, but with a scarf as well. The shadow like image with a scarf as well on the picture, with a name under it called Izumi Midoriya. Then we see another woman beside her with a shorter length hair than Izumi Midoriya had, and her outfit is black outfit as well, with Cassie Kane on. I'm sorry if I mispronounced Cassie's name. It's Kane or Kate. I'm sorry. Then we see Damien's picture as well, with Damien Wayne under it. Uh, do they all live here? Father and Pennyworth and I are the only permanent resident. The others are in and out. Oh, I see. Well, I never knew that we have three other members I've never met. Oh, right. They haven't visited when you were around. Those are Izumi Midoriya, and this, aka the brother of Bruce Wayne, the brother from Bruce Wayne's brother figure, Uncle Aizawa. I see. They will come around sometimes, then, but they mostly live in Japan. So you can see when they come to visit or helps on a case. Ah, I get it. We go to another. We go. They go into a room and stands in the middle of this. Does this room suit you? Oh, yeah. It's. This is great. Fathers. We see Duke and Damien walking into a huge room that didn't have a lot in it, but still very huge. Father sometimes hosts parties here to sorry, that word is very hard. To maintain his image. There's there's a much smaller there's a much small talk. It's terrible. We see Damien and Duke at the kitchen's entrance. This is Pennyworth's domain. He'll decide if you're allowed to cook private. Uh, can cook paste. Pro. I hate this. Oh, right. This is Pennyworth's domain. He will decide if you have cooking privileges. Cooking privileges. Father has a lifetime ban. Hey, right now we see Duke and Damien in the Batcave. Hey, I've been meaning to ask. What's the dinosaur? What's with the dinosaur? It eats intruders. Oh, whoa, cool. Right now, we see Damien and Duke at the garden or back area. I'll be careful moving around the grounds. Why? Booby traps. We hear someone walking from the house near, Damien and Duke. Ah, there you are. Damien, could you help Alfred for a moment? Welcome to the manor, I suppose. Duke walks off, and Bruce went over to, Duke. Not Duke. Bruce walked over to Duke. I'm an idiot sometimes. How was the tour? Wait, how was the tour? I didn't realize that the dinosaur in the Batcave could take out intruders. Huh? Oh, I think Damien might have been having a little fun. The dinosaur is just a souvenir from an old case. Oh, support. I supposed. Oh, guess he was messing with me then. Can't believe I fall for the booby trap fart in the backyard. Oh, that one is actually true. I finally installed the laser grid just a few weeks ago. Laser grid? Don't worry, we're only armored at night. This place is overwhelming. I know moving in to a new house could be sorry. I know moving into a new house could fought thoughtful, I think. Unless you've been a bit of an adventure, but we all here for you. Thank you. Thank that. Think that. Sorry. Thanks. That means a lot. Welcome to the family, Duke. We see Bruce Wayne sitting in front of the Bat computer, thinking about something with a map on the screen. My security system has been breached. All the Bat tech stolen. I have been losing free. I have lost free safe houses in the last free four in 4 months. No alarms triggered. All my equipment stolen. This could spell catastrophe. Good good thing I have a plan. An alarm goes off in the bat cave, and Bruce immediately stood up and put on his bat suit. I installed new alarms in r- my remaining safe houses last night. Someone just set off one of them. We see Bruce cruising with the Batmobile. Time to end this. We see Batman walking down an alleyway and looking out into the light of, the city. Who's bold enough for steal from Batman? In broad daylight? Riddler? Bane? We see Batman walking into a room, turning on the light and seeing what have happened. I'm too late. They didn't quite finish the job. quite finished the job. Must have known I was coming. But how? Possibly left something in there, trying being. Probably trying behind in their hurry. Sorry, this is awful, I know. We hear a flushing sound from somewhere, and Batman immediately turns around. They're still here. We see someone walking out and then pointing at Batman. Batman does the same. And we see it's Jason Jason Todd. Um uh it was like this when I found it. Hmm. Batman just stared at Jason. You should really you should really take better care of your things. Jason was walking out when he looked at a box and immediately took a flash grenade, I think. Okay, bye! He's acting like I don't send him the latest technology every month. Unbelievable. Just like I saw back in the day. Well, Jason's not worse than him. Bruce turns off the lights and walks out. We see some of the members of the Bat family sitting around the Bat computer. Ah, shit. Fuck, sorry. We see some of the members of the Bat family sitting around at the Bat computer, and Dick started to talk. So why did you call us here, Tim? We see Tim and Duke standing in front of the others, and Tim is smiling, well, heavily. Duke Duke just made a big sorry. Duke just made a big milestone in Vigilante Bingo. Oh yeah? What did he get? We see Tim's, wrapping his arm around Duke's neck. He sent the supervillain back to Arkham Asylum by himself. We see, Cass high-fiving Duke and saying nice at that. Sorry, Vigilante. Sorry, what's Vigilante Bingo? It's a little game that Uncle Aisawa made up for me back in the day. We played a lot. What else do you got keep scores about? Raise your hand if you have. Sorry about that. Uh, it was Dick that answered with that, and it was Duke that talked. Damien raised his hand and said, "Raise your hand if you ever started your own superhero team." Dick, Tim, Damien, and no, wait, sorry. Dick, Jason, Jason, and Damien raised their hands, and Tim just said he did the same. Tim started to talk afterwards. Raise your hand if you ever. Oh, raise your hand if you ever change your hero name. Dick raised his hand with 1 point, changing his name from Robin to Nightwing. Jason did the same, changing his from Robin to Red Hood. Cass did the same, raising her hand from Batgirl to Black Bat to Orphans. Orphan? Tim did the same from Robin, from Duke, no, Drake, I think, to Red Robin. Cass started to talk next. Trained by Assassin, Tim, Damien raised their hands. Also did Cassandra and I think. Give me a second. Yeah, I think Jason also raised his hands, but I can't see him in this image. Sorry. Um, Duke looked and just answered, "Well, this is not concerning." Asked, well, a question to Dick. I've I thought you were training with Deathstroke, Dick. Dick just trying to not answer the question. I have no idea what you're talking about. Then Jason came in with a. We see Jason with a huge smile and started talking. Raise your hand if you have ever been murdered and come back to life. Cassandra said me, and Jason and Damien did the same. Dick, Dick tried to ask something. Are we counting that thing with the uh, claw or crumb? Uh, are we counting? Are we counting that thing with the crime syndicate? I can't remember. I can never remember. No, Jason just comes with a hard no. Tim just said yes to it. Duke, looking surprised and little, well, not happy, says, "Are you guys for real? Happens more than you think." Duke just looks uncomfortable now. "I'm not sure I want to play this game anymore." Dick just raises his hand and trying to calm Duke down. There's a fun one. There are fun ones too. Oh, like Tim just started. Raise your hand if you've ever pulled a prank on Batman in the field. We can see Cass, Dick, and Damien raise their hand. Only because I made an accomplice with Grayson. Sorry. Exchanging exchanging father's smoke bombs with glitter bombs was idiotic. Duke just looks, well, surprised and says, "That's a story I want to hear." 13. We see a room with balloons and a banner over the window saying happy birthday. We see two people in this room, being Dick Grayson and Barbara Gordon. "Come on, Damien, give me a smile." We see Dick holding his phone up and trying to take some pictures with Barbara Gordon in the back, or Barbara in the background talking to someone. "Are you guys almost here? I told you noon. It's near 1 p.m. We turn the view around to look at Damian Wayne that has gift, cake, balloons, banner, Crossbow and TNT and some rope on the table, and balloons by the side and banner near the window. Can we just cut the cake already? Wait, can we just cut the cake and get this over with? Damien, we have been over this already. Dix comes around the table and starts taking pictures with Damien. It's not every day a Wayne turns 9, and we want to celebrate you. Mm. We see Barbara Goring rolling over to Dick and whispers something to him. Good news! They were able to secure you know what. Damien looks a little sad at the table, but mostly annoyed. Stupid tradition for stupid children. We see Damien picking up the crossbow and looking at it. This is not nearly this is not nearly as impressive as the as the sword mother used to run at me with. We hear someone yell out, "Hello, we're back!" Damien looks up and sees Bruce Wayne and Jason Todd and Cassie Kane, if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm sorry, coming in through the door. Look at him in that suit! And that tie! Who did this to you? Babs? Sorry. I'm so sorry. We turn back to Damien. What do you bring me? Before anyone did anything, Bruce Wayne Bruce came over to Damien and kneeled down on the ground. Happy birthday, son. I'm sorry I'm late. You always late, father. Did you have fun with... Did I have a nice time with Barbara and Dick? Yeah, it was whatever. Did Dick wouldn't stop taking pictures. Uh, I was surprised. I'm not sure. I wasn't sure what to get you, but Dick and Cassandra did. s- s- Sorry, sorry, but Dick and Cassandra they suggested. Well, it was Dick's idea. We see Cassandra walking over to Bruce and Dick. But I was the one that was went to the adoption agency to meet all the... Before she could say anything more, a dog or a puppy jumps out of the basket Cassandra had in her arms. Bruce Wayne catched the dog and the dog started to lick him. Well, lick his face. This is a puppy. Sure it is, son. And he's all yours. We see Damien, well, surprised and, well, interested in it. He started to pet the dog and Bruce Wayne gave the dog to Damien so he could hold it. Mother never let me have a pet, always saying attachment to living things made you weak. Damien put the dog down and stood up. Sit, Murder King, sit! We see Cassidy or Cass and Barbara staring at Damien. That's not a proper name for a dog. Before anything else happens, we hear a knock on the door. We see Dick and Jason coming in through the door, and Dick started to talk. Who wants cake? Then we see all of the family around the table singing happy birthday to Damien. I still think this is a stupid tradition to stupid children. All of them said that. All of them said, "We love you, Damien." Bruce Wayne puts his hand on Damien's shoulder and said, "Happy birthday." Oh, I almost forgot. Damien turned around to look at Bruce that took out a package from a bag he had that was on the table. "This is from the others in Japan. They gave you something." Damien opened it to see, well, a mask looked like a robin. Damien pulled out a mask that had the bird or uh uh the a robin, a bird, a mask that looks like the bird robin. Damien looked surprised and looked at the color scheme of the mask. The eyes had white as the eyes of his mask and had black coloring like his mask on the bird mask, of course. There are little two yellow lines down the side of the mask down to the bottom where it is replaced by green coloring. On the top there the yellow stripes goes into a red stripe that goes all the way up to the top, but the coloring makes a little point down in on the forehead pointing down to the nose. Whoa. They always surprised everyone with a mask of their theming and their favorite animals. Because they didn't know what yours was, they gave you that mask of the Robin outfit. I like it. I'm glad, buddy. Chapter 17. We see Tim standing in the doorway talking to someone. Bruce just called. Their flight their flight got delayed due to weather. He and the others will be back. Sorry. He and the others won't be back until later tonight. We see he's talking to Dick, Cass, and Damien, and someone else in, well, we can't see yet. Alfred is gonna be so stressed. He hates missing a day of preparation for a big holiday meal. Do you think that there's a way we could help out? Help our war? How? Maybe maybe we can bake the pie. That would be a huge time saver from him for him. We see the third person we couldn't see well beforehand. This is Cat K Cat Can give me a. All right, I got it. It's Kate Kane, aka the Batwoman. Don't mess with her. Seriously, don't. Literally, the only the only instruction Alfred Lefty that literally the only instruction Alfred left you was not to use his kitchen. Dick stood up and Dick stood up from the table. It's just a pie. But, ah, sorry. It's just a pie. Beside, we we're getting into the holiday spirit. What could possibly go wrong? We see the others leaving the kitchen to go into leaving the room to go into the kitchen. This, except for Cass, this is gonna be a disaster. We see all of them in the kitchen, and Dick started to think. Alfred usually makes a pumpkin pie and an apple pie, and pastel. I think it's pastel. I think. Sorry if I'm pronounced that wrong. It has an answer with pastel, and Dick in the background. Yeah, it says, "Don't forget the strawberry ru- ruba." Sorry. I just got to apple pie and pecan. Oh, sorry. It's strawberry. Don't forget the strawberry rhubarb. So, anyone know where to start? Dick and the other looks at some ingredients on the table. Damien looked at it and started to think. Probably the crust. Tim in the background gets a little more excited. I look up. I'll look up on my. I will look it up. That I will look it up on my phone. Great, Damien, Tim, you're on crust duty. Cass, find the pie. Cass, find the pie dish. We see Dick roaming around with the others, talking to Kate. Want to help me? Prepare the filling? Oh no, I'm not part of this. Cass found something they can cook in with. Found something they can use to cook the pie in. Found one, huh? I thought he made had more. Oh well. Oh well. Let's get the pie crust in there. I'm so sorry. Is this seem? Tim spoke up. Does this seem right? I think Damien spoke after that. I think this evens out when you bake it. Oh boy. Cat Kate is just in the background looking at them. Let's do the apple filling first. All of them looked at the whole thing and just looked confused. I swear it'd be more filling than this, right? Dick just poked the whole thing when Cass got an idea. Oh! Tim looked at Cass that was doing something. What are you doing? Megapie! Everyone just looked surprised at this. Let's get this in the oven. Dick was smiling with glitter in his eyes. Cass just stood in the doorway, just looking a little happy, laughing a lot. Oh, you. Wait, what? You made that over your. You never turned it on. You made it. The. Over you. Ah, fuck. Sorry. Sorry about that. We see. We see Kate standing in the doorway when Dick was walking over to the oven. Let's get this in the oven! Cass just smirked in the background. You mean the oven you never turned on? Dick just looked sad at this. 15 minutes later. Nice work, team! Now we just have to wait. We see Tim thinking, but the others was messing in the background. It shouldn't be taking this long, should it? We can give it We can give it a few more minutes. We hear slam? Oh, it's the door. Okay, sorry about that. Slam. We heard someone coming through the door and slamming the door to the house. Hurry! They're home! Let's check the pie out! Everyone looked at the pie with a little disgust. I'm sure it's tastes good. They looked a little weirded out. You just hear in the background, good lord! Everyone stood in the kitchen with Kate just leaning away from the others. But before you say anything, we made the pie for Thanksgiving. I I have no words. How wonderful. Alfred and Bruce just looked at the pie. Then they heard some footsteps coming into the room. The others turned to see three people walking into the room. A girl with green hair that's mid in her 17, 19 range, with a green hoodie and some baggy pants on, but some stylish shoes on her. They also see another green-haired boy at the same age range standing in the doorway with the other girl. He also had green hair and a hoodie that opens in the middle, and had some more tighter pants than the girl. But they both looked very similar. Behind them stood a tired looking man with black hair and a blue scarf around his neck with a dark a a clean dark shirt on him and some loose jeans on him. Oh my. God. The boys spoke and walked over to the other. This this is Suzuku Midoriya, aka Oni, aka Oni, a hero from Japan that's underground, but mostly he's known for his scary outfit in the underground and doing some and help some other people and helps a little more in the spotlight. You can say that again, Izuku. The girl walks beside the boy over to look at the pie. This is Izumi Midoriya, aka it's not what's the Metatabi, the two-tailed cat. Um Please leave in the give me a moment. I can figure that out easily. Sumi's hero name. This sorry. I got Isumi's hero name. I had to say it twice because it kind of doesn't record in the beginning of when I start recording. So sorry. Uh Izumi Midoriya, aka shit. Nekamato. It's a it's a myth in Japan, and I find it very inappropriate for her outfit. Negamato, an underground hero, and or as the Izumi and Izuku's license is, they are twilight. They can help in the light, but mostly helps in. They use dark, uh, does both thing in Japan. Oh boy, you kids messed this up again, Bruce. The man walks over to Bruce Wayne that just looked at the pie. Shoto Aisawa, aka Eraserhead, underground hero. And also Bruce's more younger brother figure. All three of them looked at the pie on the table. Never mind, that is just poison. The other just hang their head a little more. Please. I thought we did good. Dick, Dick just was hanging his head. Later that evening, well, later that night, everyone was sitting around the table. Jason Todd, that was looking at the whole thing, just spoke. We're not eating that, are we? Steph, that was on the other side, beside him, just spoke. I'm not. Kate just talked to Alfred. I really did try to stop them. Please, try harder next time. Everyone was just happy that night that everyone was here for Thanksgiving. They're out and about. I'll be assured they'll return. Sorry. They'll return for the family dinner tonight. Out and about. Doing what exactly? Being heroes. Huh? Only Duke patrols during the day. What are the others doing out? They aren't patrolling. They're more than one way to help people, as you well known, Master Bruce. Maybe you should go and see for yourself. Maybe I will. I'll come with. I need to go outside for a little while. Bruce, Bruce and Bruce and Isar stood outside of homeless homeless shelter. Traeger's dates that definitely seems that Dick and Kate are in. Both of them walked up to the door and looked inside. I wonder what they're doing. Bruce sees Dick and Cass helping some people that presumably are homeless with dinner. Oh, hey there, buddy. Good to see you again. Bruce and Bruce and Isaiah smiled at this. I wonder where the others are. Both looked at Bruce's phone that showed that the others are at the park. Bruce and Isaiah looked into the park to see they're helping out some people. To see Cass, Stephanie, and Barbara was helping people out with some things. I bet we can make this one even bigger. Bruce looked at his phone and walked over to another place. Bruce and Isaiah looked inside into the room to see Luke Fox, aka Batwing, son of Lucius Fox, genius level intellect tech expert, master art, martial art master. You can go and look in. It's really hard to see. That's a long sentence to say. Both of them looked inside to see they're playing some sort of game. Let's have a clean game in this time, right, Jay? They see Jason and Tim with some other people at the bench. With Jason just, I have no idea what you're talking about. Tim just looked at him like, dude, what the fuck? They see four more trackers at another park in the city. Walking over, both of them sees Duke, Tim, no, Duke and Damien with Isuku and Izumi petting some dogs. I promise you, we will find all of you a good home soon. Izumi was petting some other dogs. Isuku is petting a white dog that he has on a leash. Isuku has the white dog on the leash petting it. The Duke had a little dog on his leg that he was petting as well. Izumi just sitting with a dog that looks old as well. Bruce and Aizawa smiled at this, looking at all of them doing good outside. Everyone, we turned back to the Wayne Manor. Bruce was at the door waiting for something to happen when he hears the door flung open. He sees the other walked inside. Tim started to speak. Snowball, snowball fight later? I'm in. Hey, Bruce? Dick looked and saw Bruce. Hey, Bruce, what? Huh? Bruce went over and hugged everyone. Uh, what is this for? Bruce spoke to everyone. Just saw some amazing things today. It's really put me in the holiday spirit. Must have been something perfectly I need to see that. Sorry. Must have been something pretty special. It was. We see we see Bruce, Damien, Tim, Aizawa in the background with Tim, Duke, Kaz, and Steph with Isuku by Steph and Izumi by Isu. We see we see Bruce, Dick, and Jason in the background. Aizawa beside Jason. Tim was standing beside Duke. Tim was standing in front of Bruce with Duke by his side, Duke by Kaz's side, Kaz by Stephanie, Stephanie by Isuku, and Izumi on her left left side. Barbara and Damien in the front. Alfred came in front of them and with a camera looking at everyone and took a picture. Perfect. Chapter 34. I know that's a long clip, but I didn't know where to place the others. You should have called for backup! Sorry, you should have called for backup, Master Bruce. You're lucky you made it out in one piece. We see Alfred helping Bruce into his bed, with Bruce heavily injured. My attackers? That would be your first question. Tim? We see Tim and Damien sitting by Bruce's side. GCPD had them in cuff. Welcome back, by the way. Bruce looked at his injuries and was about to take them off. None of that! You want straight to bed rest. How long? A few weeks, possibly more. Deciding how cooperating you are. Bruce was not happy by this. A few weeks? Gotham can't wait that long. Bruce Wayne maybe have limits, but Batman doesn't. Tim looked scared at this and looked at Bruce, with Damien just looking angry in the background. Alfred just looked disappointed. Stop it! Your ribs. Your stitches. You rip your stitches. Was it only the. Was almost beating out. Sorry. Was almost bleeding out once not enough for you, father? Tim put the covers over Bruce even more. I'm fine. This is not up for discussion. This is not up for discussion. You're bent on further notice. The others left Bruce's room, and Bruce had this weird look in his face. We'll see about that. First attempt. Bruce opens his door to look out in the hallway. But he only saw Alfred. Don't even think about it. Bruce immediately slammed the door and walked into his and was disappeared into his room. If I can't use the door, I will just have to get clever. Bruce used his 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 covers for, well, a rope to go down his window onto the ground. Success! Bruce landed on the ground but was about to go to the Batcave when a scarf wrapped around his, well, around his head, around his forehead and neck. That is enough, Bruce. Bruce looked back to see Tim and Isawa staring at him. Tim just looked and just said, "Hey, Bruce." All three of them was walking up the stairs with and helping Bruce up. "I'll pay you two $1 million if you let me into the Batcave." Sorry, but no. I'm not letting you go on when you're injured, Bruce. Attempt 18. Oh, that attempt before was attempt 5. Attempt 18. There's an entrance to the Batcave in my studies. If I can just make it a little further. Bruce walked into his studies and looked around. Coast seemed clear. What are you doing, Bruce? The chair turned around to have Isuku sitting on it with Alfred the cat on his lap. Isuku was petting it and having a familiar white dog by his side. It's the same dog from the last chapter. I will like Isuku to have a pet, and a dog seem a fair thing Isuku actually wants. Dog's name Dog's name is Chad or Snowball. His name was Snowball. Isuku just looked at him, petting Alfred and Snowball. And are you going somewhere, Bruce? Apparently not. That's what I thought. Also, Izumi is gonna help you back. Huh? Bruce turned around to see Izumi at the door waving at him. Attempt 30, 33. Finally! I knew they couldn't stop me. Bruce looked happy to be down in the Batcave. He walked over to his suit and was about to put it on. Time to get back out. Yo! Bruce turned around to see Jason holding a something that looks familiar. Alfred told me you might try something. He asked if I could lend a hand. Bruce turned to see what Jason did. He took every single wheel from every single car, bike, and other things. Crap. You can thank me later, Bruce. Alfred stood at the elevator waiting for Bruce. Heading back up, are we? I've decided to get some more rest, Alfred. I'll better it'll be better for my injuries. An excellent decision, Master Bruce. Chapter 40 to 41. It was one of the best restaurants I've been to in ages. I can't wait to take you there, Tim. We see two people walking down the street. One of them is Tim Drake, and the other is Bernard, Tim's boyfriend. They are talking and walking and having a good time. Bernard, we aren't done with this date and planning your blah, blah. Bernard, we aren't even done with this date. And you're planning the next? I like making plans with you. I like the idea that you will be sticking around. Me too. We see the boys walking down the street having a good time when they well, brush beside each other. Tim looked shocked but looks embarrassed. I really want to hold his hand. Should I just go for it? But what if he doesn't want me to? Oh god, did I. Oh shit. Did I. Oh god, did I totally misread that? What if he just. What if it just was an accident? Did he even like holding hands? We see Tim having a little, confused in his mind, and I think it was a panic attack. Or a. Yeah, he went into panic. I mean, if wouldn't, he would have said something if he wanted to hold my hand. There shouldn't, there should, there would be a signal or something. You use or in sorry, I'm so sorry. Unless us brushing our hands was the signal. Oh no, is it too late? Did I miss it? We see Brunard turning to Tim and looking confused. Tim, are you okay? Yep, all good. Oh, look, we're already at the movie theater. Hey, slow down. We see Tim rushing over away from the movie theater. Move to the movie theater. Sorry. After this, we see Tim in his Red Robin outfit standing on the roof beside Aisawa, a mentor of, all of the the second mentor to almost all of the Bat family. Sitting next to Tim, right now, Aisawa, Aisawa, Isugu, and Izumi are in town in Gotham with someone else with Aisawa. Sorry about that. I can't believe I ran from him. It was so embarrassing. That's alright, kid. Everyone makes mistakes. Yeah, but running from him was. I went into panic. I just want our relationship to be good. I don't know if I'm thinking too much or I'm doing too less or we're moving fast, slow. Kid, calm down, please. I'm sorry, Arisawa. It's alright. Anyways, we should go back to the manor. I don't think here is the right place to talk. Right, let's go. After half an hour of still going up patrolling and everything else going back to the manor, right now they're in the common room sitting down across from each other. Right now, only Alfred and a person that Aizawa brought with him is in the manor. The others is out on patrol or out doing anything else, hanging out with friends and some are what. Some of them are asleep, like Izuku is. He's in the manor but asleep. So, what's the problem? I don't know if I'm rushing too much with our relationship. I don't know if it's going fast or slow or what I'm gonna to do and everything else. Kid, I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, I know. Look, no matter who you date, who the gender is or what, you can always do the same thing in each relationship. Yeah. Tim, I'm not being, how do I say this, weird about this, but men and women are two different things in mindset. Hmm? Well, especially dating. You can say that again. We see the person that was in the manor coming in through the door. The person that was a woman with green hair on her head, but it was more in comfortable clothes. The woman walked over to Aisawa and sat beside him, leaning her head on Aisawa's shoulder. This is Miss Joke. I can't remember her real name, but Miss Joke is just easier for me, so I'm gonna keep with that. Miss Joke is Aisawa's well, Miss Joke is Aisawa's wife. Oh, hello, Miss Joke. Hello, Tim. Now you have trouble with dating advice with little Bernard? Yeah. It's good thing you went to Aizawa. He has a lot of experience with that. Please stop, sweetheart. Anyways, don't mind me. I'm just gonna sit here relaxing. Hmm. Right. Um, you have dated, well, someone else than Miss Joke, right? Yes. Old high school boyfriend I had. I had the same thought as you because I found out about Batman. Um, he asked. We sort of came upon each other, so I had some training at that point in our me and his relationship, and I thought the same thing as you back then. Just relax, okay? Don't think about things. You're one of the people in this family that thinks about too much at once. Then what should I do? Relax. Ask. That's the most important thing in a relationship is ask your partner. Dating a female is, like I said, different than dating males. Be blunt. Be blunt with him. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry. English is not my main language. Be blunt. He will understand that. You don't have to think about a lot of things, think about plans. Just do it. because I know probably not. I don't know really. I haven't talked to this Bernard before, but he will accept it. Maybe, maybe not. People are also different. But I know you two are perfect for each other. Thanks. We see. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Um, I know if you read the comics and read the comics, and it's different because it is different. Let's go back. I'm so glad you called. I'm not sure. Sorry. I'm glad you called. I know your su I know your schedule can be pretty busy. Spending time with you is very important to me. We see Tim walking down the street with Bernard by his side. Tim looks down to see Bernard's hand and thinks, Hey, Bernard? Hmm? Bernard looked at Tim and he started to talk. Do you like holding hands? Because I really want to hold your hands, but I don't know to do if you want to do that, and just I want you make. Sorry about that. Someone just came into my room. Make sure that you're comfortable, and before Tim could continue. Oh shit! I forgot his name. Uh 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 uh, uh um Bernard. Bernard let put his hands on Tim's shoulder. Tim, hmm? Yes, I will love to hold your hand. Cool. Bernard raised his hand so Tim can so they can hold hand. Tim accepted and they started to hold hands, walking down the street. Chapter 45 to 46. When I'm done with you, you're gonna be better than new. We see Jason Todd in the Batcave fixing up his bike. He was kneeling down and was fixing it when two people came into the Batcave. Well, out of the training room. Better out two? Better to. Sorry. Best two of. Out of three? Sorry. Better two out of three. This time? We'll see. Fuck. Sorry about that beforehand. Better two out of three? This time? We can spar as many times as you want, Tim. You're going down. We see Tim and Stephanie going out of the training room and down towards where the cars are and vehicles. We see Tim stepping on a tool to fix some cars and bikes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jason, come on! Stop leaving your stuff everywhere. Sorry, I was just working on the Batmobile. Early, at least guess. Sorry. I'll just. I'll get. Mm, sorry. Sorry. I was just working on the Batmobile earlier. Guess I'll just leave it broken next time. We see Tim walking off in anger and Stephanie just looking at Jason in little annoyance. May as well bring it over here, since Tim is clearly a danger to himself and others. What's the magic word? Spoiler is the best. I would have accepted please, but they'll do nicely. We see Stephanie walking over to the tool that was on the ground. When she picks it up, it makes a on the ground. When Jason heard that, he freaked out. Oh God. That that sound. It sounds like. We hear the scratching sound, but more horribly. We see 2 feet walking over with a crowbar. It sounds like him. Here you go. Uh, I can't. I can't. I have to get out of here. I forgot something upstairs. Jason? What's wrong? We see Jason rushing over to the elevator going up. I need to get out of here. To get somewhere safe. We see Jason walking up through the stairwell, trying to get somewhere safe, but he couldn't. I don't want to go back there. I don't want to think about him. We hear something in the background of Jason's mind, but Jason could not see or hear what it was. Please, don't make me remember him. Jason was rushing down the hallway. He can see the painting switching from what it looked like to a clown with a smile. Jason rushes towards the room, grabbing the handle and throws it open, walking into a room. It's too much. Guys, he's here. He's in here. Can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. This is. I can't go back. Jason, look at me, please. Jason looks up to see Izuku in front of him. Please, can you see me, Jason? Izuku? Izuku, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Okay? Jason, can you please tell me where you are right now? I. He's here. Jason could hear laughter and a ticking thing in the background. Not him. Anyone but him. Jason, please. You have to listen. You're in the manor. You're safe. Touch the carpet. Touch anything. Reach out if you want to hold my hand so you can tell yourself where you are. Jason thought, soft carpet under my feet. There wasn't carpet there. There wasn't carpet. A, a cotton t-shirt. Not my Robin's outfit. I'm not Robin. I'm I'm in the manor. Yes, that's right. You're safe, man. Please. Are you fine? I I think no, I'm not. It's okay. Tim is coming up with a weighted blanket for you. Do you need something? Do you want to do something? Sit down, lay in the bed. I just need to sit down. We see Jason sitting at the dining table in the manor. I, I feel so fragile. Like if blinking too hard, all this will just this will all shatter. I'll be back there. I don't want to go back. We see Alfred walking over with a Wonder Woman cup of coffee or chocolate. I don't know actually. Oh, it was tea. We see Alfred coming over with a Wonder Woman's cup with a hot cup of tea and a plate of cookie and kisses. Literally candy kisses. Hot tea, Master Jason. Name anything you want from the kitchen. I'll make it. Thank you, Alfred. I appreciate this. Of course, my boy. Remember, there's no time for healing. Do you want. Did. Sorry. Do what you need to do. I will. I wish I could just snap my fingers and everything feel normal again. But Alfred's right. There's no time. There is no timetable for stuff. Sorry, for stuff stored. That timetable for this sort of thing. We see Stephanie sitting down next to Jason. Hey, hi. So I have cat videos. Cat videos? Yeah, Babs and Damien helped find these. Hmm. Alright then. Alright, show me what you got. How are you feeling, Jason? We see outside that. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say that Jason was sitting in the light library, the room, the library of the manor in the sofa area, just reading a book when Stephanie came in and sat down. I forgot to say that. We're outside seeing Bruce and Jason sitting at a table. How are you feeling? Better, I guess. A little better, I guess. A little. I, I don't know. I'm so proud of you, Jason. I hope you know that. What? I used to think ignoring my problems would make it go away. That if I could close myself off from anything and everyone, Nothing could even touch me. I was wrong. You showed me I was wrong. I know it. me- I know I'll mess up a lot of stuff. I know. Sorry about that. I know I messed up a lot of things between us. I know I'll let you down when you need me, but I won't trade 1 second of the time with you. Not a second, not one, not a second, not a single one. We see Bruce kissing Jason's head and rubbing his shoulders. I wouldn't trade those either. Not a single one. I'll be inside if you need anything. Thank you. We see Jason leaning back and looking out into the garden. Dealing with everything that happened sucks. It hurts. But now, when there's now when the bad memories comes, we learn that I can handle I can handle that battle. That I'm stronger enough that I'm stronger strong enough to heal. I learned this since our sorry. I learned this isn't a sorry. Sorry about that. I need to do a little more back because I messed the lineup. But now when the bad memories comes, I learned that I can handle that better. That I'm strong enough to heal. I learned this isn't a burden I can carry alone too. It's a burden I have to carry alone. And everything things when everything seems hopeless, I'm gonna be okay. In the Wayne Manor in the library room, Izumi Midoriya, sitting sitting at the table reading a book with a cup of tea in her hand. She was sitting on the couch reading a nice book when she got a call on her phone. She pulled it up and saw it came from Nightwing, not Dick Grayson. You got sorry, I just need to hear the name again. You got Nekomata, the Japanese cat. You got Nekomata. How can I help you? She's doing what? Now we zoom out of the tower, well, the Wayne Manor house, and zooming over to a place near a clock tower. Oh, sorry, I need to get somewhere. We go into the clock tower, seeing Barbara Gordon sitting at a computer doing doing a whole bunch of stuff, but having some cups and some drinks around her. You you're gonna sorry. You wanna go to the sorry. You wanna to take a left at the nearest intersection, Red Robin. I mean right right. We see Barbara Gordon panic at well what she was saying. Which which is it? Right or left? It's a right. Got it. Come on. God, it Get it together. They're counting on you. Hey, we see Barbara Gordon drinking her energy drink and just being on her computer. I can't believe I forgot to send this uh there sorry. I can't believe I forgot to send this to lab report. Sorry. Send Bruce this lab report. I need to get it I need to get this to him now. Barbs, I'm working, Nightwing. Come back later. Barbs, how long has you been on? How long has it been since you locked off? A I a couple of days, I think. Barbie, come on. We see Nikamata landing on Barbara's shoulder and just moving around her, except for moving Barbara out of a chair. We have told you many times to not do this. Why do you not listen to us? I'm sorry. What do you need? 10 minutes to myself? And and a and a and sorry, I can't read this. And then then a cup of tea. Done. I'm so tired. When did this happen? We see the computer flashing with alert signs on it. Alert! Alert! I should. Before Barbara did anything else, Izumi grabbed her wheelchair. Well, grabbed where her the back of the wheelchair and just turned her around, pushing her towards the elevator. Go! I will take care of this. Don't worry, I will help the others. Thanks. Thank you, Izumi. No problem. Izumi went over to a place where she knows some chairs are. She rolled one over and sat down at the computer. Alert Oracle has been switched out to. Alert Oracle will take a break for a couple of hours, maybe. Nekomata is here to help. We see in a living room that Nightwing or Dick was making some cup of tea. Thank you for coming. I didn't mean to worry you. Sorry. Thank you for coming. I didn't mean to worry you. Trust me. I've. Trust me. We have all been there. I must told Cass and Stephanie that the same thing. In. I'm so sorry if this is horrible. I must have told Cass and Stephanie the same thing in training a thousands of times. You won't help anyone by wearing yourself down to nothing. But sometimes, yeah, it's hard to a sorry. Yeah, it's hard advice to follow. I feel like if I feel like I stop to do things, I'll pr- I'll sorry. I'm still reading for the comic as I go by this. So it's really hard, and I have to stop and see what the line is if I can't read it. I feel like if I stop to take a break and something something gets hurt, or no, and someone gets hurt, that's on me. We see Barbara looking down sad at this. Dick Grayson walked over to a chair or a couch, grabbing a blanket. I know I know we all feel this way, but it's not true. I was reminded recently that we all shit. Come on. Sorry. Um I'm sorry. I was reminded recently that we all deserve to take care of ourselves. You do you do so much, Babs. It's okay to let it's okay to left l- sorry. It's okay to let go for a while. Let go for a while. Thank you, Deck. Need anything else before I head out? I'll be okay. Izumi's here, so if anything happens, I'll be fine. Sorry. It's okay. Izumi is here, so I will be fine. See you around, boy wonder. See you too, Batgirl. We see Barbara hanging in the window looking out to see Dick swinging away. Alright, so here we come to my own chapters. What I will call MOC, where we can do some stuff. I wanted to include where Izuku is training Duke and Damien, but I think I can't do that, so I will skip that part. Instead, my first chapter, there will be 3 chapters. Izumi and Izuku is telling stories in from Japan. Aizawa is talking to Dick and Jason. And the last one is where the 3 of them is talking to Bruce. Let's begin. My own chapter, chapter 1. Izuku and Izumi is telling stories. We see in the Wayne Manor. We look at the Wayne Manor from the outside. We zoom in on the library area where the couches and books are. Izuku and Izumi was sitting around with Duke, Damien, Stephanie, Cass, Barbara, Dick, Jason, and Tim. All of them has decided to hang out, playing some board games and probably telling some stories. When Duke asked a question, "Hey, Izumi? Hmm? Yes, Duke? I have a question." "Go ahead. We don't mind answering." Um, how was going to hero school when you didn't, well, you know. When we still thought we were quirkless. Yeah, that. Well, it was. Not fun. Yeah. W- when we first got in, it was kind of rough. We started to have some few friends at the beginning, meaning our childhood friend that we beat. We found out he were still remembered us, so we connected to him again. That found out that we have been trained by Mister I or Aisawa. We have been trained by Aisawa for a couple of years. Then, a couple of years beforehand. Oh, and when we got in, it was Aisawa had to tell the whole class that we were aka quirkless. And that was not fun. Only 3 people actually thought we could do it. Being Bakugo, Uraka, and Ida. And the others didn't think we could. So we had to prove ourselves the first week. Let me say, it was funny to see them trying to. Let's say it's funny to try to tell us that we couldn't do it. We beat the shit out of everyone. And how so? Well, we had a well, sort of the showing of our skills and creativities with our quirks. But because we had training, we actually beat a lot of the classmates that thought we couldn't be heroes. And a day later, we were in a training simulation where I'm so sorry, where we had to take down some terrorists that was our classmates. Training exercise, by the way. It was a nuclear bomb. We have to take care of it and touch the bomb. We were up against Todoroki and Mineta, a pervert that we don't want to remember. Oh. Izumi took care of Shoto where I took care of Mineta. And let me say, that was the easiest stuff we've ever done. How so? Well, when I went off towards, Todoroki, climbing outside of the building, Izuku was inside finding Mineta quickly. Mineta thought he could just throw his balls and just stop Izuku. But remember, we still had our own costume back then. So Izuku had his sword, not his bow at that point. He didn't thought he had to use his bow. So Izuku just cut through every single stuff he tried to throw at Izuku and just took care of him. Oh, well that makes sense. It did. And when I was climbing up of on the side, Toroki didn't freeze it because he knew he's gonna get in trouble. So when I went up to the window and Mineta well was told that he was out of the game, Toroki froze the building, but I was on the opposite building. So when he froze it, he didn't freeze the windows. Great. So I just when he went outside of the room, I snuck in and just touched the bomb. When we won, Todoroki was shocked and went back into the building, well, back into the room, and just saw me standing there touching the bomb. Oh, well, that must have sucked for the others. Well, the others didn't. They thought that we were just got lucky, but Mineta got expelled that day because of how much quirkism he had in him. Then what happened? Well, we went to the USJ and there we found out what our quirks was. And that was Double Phoenix. What? What? Yeah, that revival thing you two have together? Yes, exactly. All right, listener, listen up. Ishuku and Izumi Midoriya, aka the twins, the hero twins Nekomata and Oni. Quirk Double Phoenix. They have a special quirk that's linked because it was once one quirk. But this quirk is kind of worse. I wouldn't recommend getting it. This quirk can only be activated upon their death. Upon their death. Both of them doesn't have to die at the same time, but when they die, they get revived. We don't know what the limits are at their ages. The quirk can die out at any point, and they will both die a natural death. We don't know. Let's continue the story. Looked at them with a confused look. So, what happened? Well, at the USJ attack, the villains, like I said, attacked our facility where we was about to train for rescue. So we were sent around the USJ, and me and Izumi was sent to the water area. We defeated the villains there with a old classmate of ours, good friend by the way. Um, she was. We sent her back up the stairs to the entrance. We went to help Aizawa, but in the crossfire, a villain that was the leader told a mutated experiment to go kill us, and yeah, it's not fun having your neck broken. Oh, that sounds not nice. We can say you that, Duke. But when we did, we went unconscious for 10 seconds. When we came to it, we were on the ground, having cracks around us. We heard some screams around us, but when we stood up, we were both fine at the end. All our cuts, bruises, broken bones, and everything else was healed. Whoa. Yeah, but still not fun. We can still feel the pain afterwards. So we took advantage and took down the creature we called a Nomu. I see. And then what happened? Well, we went to Recovery Girl, checked out what our quirk was, and found out that the doctor couldn't actually locate our quirk because our quirk, like we have told you before, yeah, right, it was once one quirk, but split in half because you were twins. But upon activation, we were both linked to each other. We don't know what age it will stop, but we hope at the age of 80, probably. Yeah, I don't want to live as an immortal grandma. I just want to live and die normally. Huh? What else happened? Well, after that, we gained a few friends. We actually started to date two of our friends. Izumi started to date Bakugo. I started to date Uraka. Um, but um, there's a whole bunch of stuff we can tell you afterwards. There's a lot of shit that went on that year. Yeah, we gave almost Aisawa a heart attack in that first year. Second year was worse. Oh yeah, definitely worse. Oh yeah, you actually told me about that. Do you have any fun stories? We pranked Eraserhead and Batman at once. How? Well, sorry about that. It This is what actually happened. Hello, everyone. This is Blue Mask, and I'm just gonna come straight out of it. I am so sorry I have cut two of my own chapters, even though I promised four of them. I realized afterwards, when I promised that I couldn't deliver on two of them. Izuku training Damien or Duke, or Aisawa talking to Jason and Dick. So it's gonna only be the last part that I want to do because, oh man, this has been work. I have been cutting out, looking for information, trying to do a comic strip, and Jesus, that is hard alone. I must tell you, this took me days and I was tired afterwards. I have school. I still have my college to do. And it's so sad that I can't do this every day. I really want to do this, but I have things to do in my middle school. So yeah, I'm sorry I have to cut two of them because I'm tired. I've trying to do this for days, trying to figure out what to say, but I didn't know what to say. So yeah, I'm gonna cut two parts. I just want to inform you. I didn't want to just not do it and you ask me in the comments. I just want to do this, and I'm sorry I couldn't do more. I will try to do better in the next video as better as I can because I will make a video that I'm excited to goddamn do because I have so many ideas. So I hope you will enjoy that video if it comes out. But I hope you will enjoy this last part of my video. It's gonna be short, but I really just want to post this video. I am proud of what I've done, but still, it took a while. So enjoy this last part, and good luck, my blue mask, because you need it. By the way, before I continue the chapter, there will be no video game in the background. I don't want to record video game right now, so sorry about that. MOC 2, or My Own Chapters, Part 2. We see in the Batcave four people stand, three of them standing around the Bat computer with Bruce Wayne sitting on the chair. The three people being Aisawa, Izumi, and Isuku. Like I said, I am not doing it. I don't think the Gotham community, the Gotham police, or Gotham Asylum will do that. Sue was not Sue. Bruce was sitting in the chair, just having his fingers in his brows. Bruce, for God's sake, we have asked so many times. Why wouldn't you let him go into Tartarus? He's not worth this. Like I said, he's my problem. Before you say anything else, I have tried, but they wouldn't. They wouldn't send a criminal across. They wouldn't send a criminal or Part C that can escape Arkham Asylum. For God's sake, Bruce! I'm sorry, that's it. I can't do anything more. Ugh! Izuku's put his hands in his puts his face in his hands and started to walk away. I'm agreeing with my brother here, Bruce. Just lock him up in Tartarus. It's the easiest thing. He's not worth it anymore. He's making you exhausted every time he breaks out. And you know what happens when he breaks out. You freaks out. You freak out all the time. I understand that. I know that. But you're scared he will break out of the transport, right? Yes, that's it. I'm afraid he will escape. I know you're scared, but please, for the love of God, you can send him to Tartarus. It's one of the most secure places. Even though it got destroyed once, it got rebuilt for the most highly dangerous criminals we have. Only one breakout in all of its history. I understand. I understand you, Free, but we can't. Fine. I will follow Izuku. Izumi turned around and walked fast towards Izuku, that was walking out of the Batcave. What's your opinion, Isawa? Same as them. I don't understand why you don't just escort him or fly him to Tartarus. He hasn't broken any laws in Japan. If he did, I will send him there because I know it's worth it, but I know you see people can change, Bruce. I really do. But sometimes people aren't meant to be saved. Him, what he have done, even to me, you, the whole family hates him. I think most of them wants to kill him, and you know that. Yeah. I want to believe everyone can change as well. You taught me that. But him, that clown, both of them could hear laughters in their mind. He should not go on anymore. Not be able to escape anymore, Bruce. Send him to Tartarus where no one can find him. I will think about it, but I don't promise. That's all I want to answer, my friend. Isao walks up to Bruce and lays his hand on his shoulder. Me and the two kids are gonna leave tomorrow. We won't be back for the summer, or we can't come back until the next winter. Until next Christmas. Until the next Christmas. Okay, I understand. But we will arrive as that man is out. We will come as quickly as possible to help you. I hope not. Me as well, my brother. Me as well, brother. Isawa walks away waving to Bruce. See you later, Bruce. See you later, Isawa. I dearly hope not. He will escape. Oh my god, this took an long time. And I have to fucking Oh, I had to plan a lot for these episode chapters I took. I know it doesn't seem a lot, but it is. Actually have to write down the chapter I wanted and what the character is gonna be. And replacing the characters and going through everything is very hard, and I had to clip a lot and everything else. But oh my god, I am so proud of what I have made. It's probably not one of my favorites. It's that goes to a different kind of thing I love. I truly love as my I truly think it's my biggest video, but everyone doesn't enjoy that much. But anyways, this this took a lot of time and I had to scrap a lot in my own chapters. I had to scrap a lot of clips and everything else. So I truly hope you enjoyed this little thing I did for you guys. So I can finally say it in this video. I'm always excited to say these lines at the end of my video because I know you guys will watch. Some of you will hate it, some of you will maybe enjoy it, some of you will enjoy it. But I always love the ending of a story. Sometimes I hate the ending of the story, of a story, but I truly do love this. I hope you enjoyed this video. Good morning, goodbye, farewell, see you later. Have a wonderful time. All of you, I truly enjoy. Hope you enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend, enjoy the everyday life you have now or in the future. This has been long for me, and I truly enjoy some of it. I had to scrap a lot of things, but I truly hope you enjoy this. Like I said, good morning, goodbye. Farewell, see you later. Have a wonderful life. All of my blue masks. And I see you later in the next video. Goodbye.